Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about one of the techniques that I use or have integrated into my produce garden methodology, sort of my way of growing, and that is fodder crops. So there's a difference between the fodder crops that I use, because I use annual and perennial fodder crops. So obviously the annual ones, they're just there for the year or for the season, and then they're ripped up or cut down and put back into the beds. And the perennial ones are there for a longer term, so they can also double up as companion plants as well. So to aid what you're growing in the garden, they'll not only help that in the companion sort of sense, but they can also generate that mulch and compost into your garden beds as well. Now one of them is Comfrey, and this is it here. Now believe it or not, I cut down all of this less than 3 weeks ago, and we've had a bit of rain, so things have done pretty well, but it's come back really well. Now it adds a lot of nutrient value back into the soil, and it comes back pretty brilliantly. It'll die off during winter and go dormant. Every other time of the year it'll just keep growing. So this is one, there's about 4 or 5 which I'll go through, and this is number 1. This is what I use. So I grow this. Now this is the fodder crop in that sense of my terminology for the my way of gardening, but it doubles as a self-return. Sorry, I almost forgot what I was talking about. It's my own idea. So it is also part of the self-return method as well. So the fodder crop is actually, and the self-return are actually integrated as the one thing. So all I do is just have a handy kitchen knife. Now, try not to stand on your beds too much, as no-till is also part of my way of gardening, so I try not to, or I specifically stand in certain areas to get in. So all I do with this, or I might do this one because it might be easier for you to see. Alright, so here it is. All you need to do, round it up, cut it all off at the base, and I generally just break it in half and just sprinkle it around. That's it. That's all you need to do. So these larger ones, a bit of grass, again, round it up. Now you can just cut it off in half, like so, and then just do the other half, and just chuck it. You really want a minimum input for a maximum output with this. And I can guarantee in about 3 weeks I'll be cutting this down again. That's it. And then just leave it. And then that'll come back again. So this is number 1 in my fodder crops, and it's also, like I said, integrated into the self-return as well. But I'll go through the other. There's basically 4 that I use. This is number 1, but there's a few that you can do. I'll pretty much go over mine, and we'll touch on different things as I go along too. So this is just one of the, even things like this. This is the oregano. It's obviously or bolted, if you like, during the season. We're coming into cold weather, so I'm going to cut it back down. So you can literally do the same thing. And I generally will keep the stalkier parts in the one area around things that are going to be there, around the perennials that are going to be there, okay? You don't want that area getting too woody if it's an annual area and you're having to get in there. It's easy because over time, like this stuff, it just becomes brittle and you can break it up again into smaller bits The nutrient return value isn't as much as the leafy crops, the leafy fodder, okay? So we don't want to instigate too much of that, which is why Comfrey is so fantastic. Cool. Alright, any questions, give me a yell. I hope I explained that all pretty well. I never have a script or anything, I just kind of hit record and just lather straight in, which is just the way I roll. Sorry, I just love that terminology, the way I roll. Alright, cool. I better go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.